So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7 with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
Go to Antique Obsessions for the hottest in jewelry, antiques, repurposed, solid sterling silver, one-of-a-kind, handmade by Bruce and Jaja. Go to our Facebook, which is Antique Obsessions, or you can go to Etsy.com and go to Antique Obsessions, one word, or type it into your Google and find us there. Thanks.
Tribal, primitive, rustic, Burning Man, punk rock. Conceptual subculture for the edgiest, most cutting-edge designs of jewelry today. Go to Etsy.com/shop/conceptual subculture, or one word, either by going to Google or search Etsy, ETSY.com, and type in one word, conceptual subculture. You will find the hottest designs using natural stones with wire wrap rings, rough, raw, genuine, semi-precious gemstone jewelry, solid sterling silver, copper, leather, organite, bracelets, pendants, chokers, men's copper cups with sterling accents, eco-friendly, repurposed, original, one-of-a-kind design earrings. Support MBN by going to Conceptual Subculture on Etsy.
Warning, warning, everything I say is fucking crazy and should not be reinterpreted or reenacted because you will be either shot or NDAA'd. Warning.
Under my yearbook picture, it said that I wanted to be the Mexican Rush Limbaugh.
So depressed. I don't know what to do. Hey, go for it, man. It's easy for you to say you got the promotion. Look, it'll come, all right? Just don't worry about it.
The feeling is definitely there. It's a new morning in America. Fresh, vital. The old cynicism is gone. We have faith in our leaders.
About to incite a riot. Make some noise, break up the silence. Scream and shout, no being quiet. Spread the facts until you buy it. Come to my den, I got toys for torture. We drink the blood fresh just to stay immortals. We bring a thug fest, calling all New Yorkers. And keep a bayonet for the future slaughters. Take your bets, the players make them offers. Heads or tails, your life is on a quarter. All the king's men tally up their horses. Forging ahead with a secret missile launching. Off to Georgia and start to cross the borders. In my bedroom, I'm making all the orders. If you come, you won't make it till morning. Get the picture, maybe kinda sort of. Ski mask, check. Extra filter, check. Scissors, check. Duct tape, check. H2O, check. Ammo, check. Rope, check. Receiver, check. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. You're gonna get it, turn in your weapons. I'm under pressure, don't you forget it. I got the right moves, I know what you do. You know I love you, but I'll still sue you. Don't take your questions.
Back from vacation, and I have a suntan to prove it. You're listening to the Bruce Montalvo Show. That's right, folks. It is July 28th, 2017, and I have a very, very big sunburn. Don't you?
Yeah, but you didn't introduce me, Bruce.
I didn't introduce you because you don't need any introduction. You are the wonderful, the very special, super wonderful
Super
Jaja.
Mario. Super Mario Jaja.
You make America great again, brothers. That's right. But You're my sister from another mother. Actually, I look at your mother like my own mother because my mother's insane.
Oh my God, I've never met a crazier lady, and I hate saying that because you know what? I even love my brother's mother-in-law. That's how my family rolls, so I don't understand why I can't. I've tried for the life of me, banging my head, just trying to make your mother like reasonably a reasonable relationship. I go over leaps and bounds. Like, send her things. She doesn't say thank you. She doesn't say hello. She gives me the evil eye. I mean...
Oh, but it's not just that. I mean, let's tell our listeners, because we have a public forum, and that's how we know that, we let these people know that they can't fuck with us. We're the only talk show hosts that go on vacation and can possibly be arrested. We're bad dudes, right? I mean, you're not a dude, you're a dudette, but...
It's not our vacation. See, it wasn't... Bruce lied. We were going to see
Bruce doesn't lie.
His kid. Yes.
No.
Well,
come on, this is supposed to be entertaining.
Well, it is vacation, but
you call me a fucking liar. I have enough people calling me a liar. I'm not a liar. I'm a truth teller. You're a fucking liar.
Well, it's not really a vacation. I want to talk about the word vacation. It means to get away usually. And going to, even though we went away to Palm Springs at a Marriott, it wasn't really like a vacation because, it was with your kid who's very, very...
Well, I'm trying to make it entertaining here. First of all, Jaja is like a Jewish Pokemon, and my mother is like a Jesuit Catholic Pokemon, and they had a Pokemon death battle match, and they threw out the Pokemon balls, and I mean, they went at it, and let me tell you, it's like evil thinks that the good are evil.
His mother swung at me. I mean, of course she missed, but, like, she did it twice. Like, I thought it was a cat trying to scratch me. I was like, what? I said,
we went to go drop off the kid after going to Palm Springs.
Spending like $1,000.
We had fun. We were swimming around, but we take the kid back to my crazy mother's house, and she lunges at us. She tries to assault you. She puts her hands on me, and then she says that I'm the one that put hands on her, and gets 3 witnesses. I mean, there was nobody outside when we were out there. She gets 3 witnesses to corroborate some kooky, batshit, crazy story that I put hands on her. When, I mean, this woman literally is sick. My mother is sick, folks. She's really sick.
Yeah, and there was no way. There was nobody outside. And then the police officer said that they happened to produce like 3 witnesses that saw it from their homes, inside their house, and got the window. I was like, but...
I mean, she started insulting you. She was like, puta, 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 puta. I mean, I'm telling you to wait in the car. I mean, my mother's vile, folks. I mean, I've been on AM radio discussing how this woman is manipulating my kid's mind. And I mean, it's dark powers, satanic, negative forces. My mother prays to black magic, Guadalupana, Mexican witchcraft.
You know, the funny thing is that the very first time I was ever interviewed by Bruce Montalvo on AM radio, no, wait a second. It was the second time. It was on My Damage Control when we broke it down a little bit. We warmed up a little bit, and I got a sense of him, and I said...
When you first interviewed me on your show...
On my show, right? I said to him, because I had the power of the question there, and I said, is your mother a witch?
Yeah, that's like some clairvoyance that you're on another level with that.
I mean, how the fuck did I know that your mother was a goddamn witch? She said
unbelievable.
And like, why? How would I ever ask that to anybody? This is not like typical of me to ask of just anybody.
Oh, but she went at you trying to swing all willy-nilly like an idiot, and then tries to fabricate some type of bullshit story. And we went down to the police station. We told them, look, we're just trying to drop my kid off. We spent like $800 in Palm Springs.
Are like,
I have suntan to prove that I spent money on an $800 vacation. So, I mean, what the fuck is this lady's problem? And, my kid is just totally brainwashed. Doesn't say thank you.
Please.
Doesn't want to play volleyball with black kids. I mean, maybe she's seen some videos where, the black kids, and she sees how they're beating each other up. And maybe she's like worried that they might beat her up. But not these black kids. They were very nice, very smart. And, this doesn't come from me, folks. I mean, Mexicans, and blacks in California got this rivalry going on, and I just don't know. I mean, I left my kid literally to rot in California with my grandmother. It wasn't my intention.
And those kids were from Maryland, by the way, and their mother was a school teacher.
Right.
So there was no way that those kids feel that way about some super New Mexican Indian-looking fucking kid like yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so multicultural looking. So, I mean, why wouldn't she be so approachable with black kids?
She's insane. But
nuts,
you want to talk
man.
about insanity? My mother's out there throwing my daughter's things all over her lawn. I mean, you fought her with truth. Tell our audience some of the funny things you told my batshit crazy mother, and don't hold back.
Well,
just let her have it, like you did in the middle of the street.
Well, the first thing I said to her was, how could you be a caring, loving mother who doesn't call their son in over a year? And why are you preventing him from talking to his daughter? Like, what is your problem?
And then my mother started screaming, calling you a whore, and, saying...
It's none of your business.
Saying this, saying that, and,
She said, it's none of my business. I could do what I want. I said, why are you going to spend so much money on a lawyer? I'm like, how much money is that? And then Bruce was like, oh, couldn't you invest it in somebody's in my kid's accounts or something?
No. Invest it into her education, into a college fund instead of hiring some ambulance chasing lawyer. I mean, she said, "Are we jealous of her car?" I mean,
well, yes. The day before that, Bruce asked his mother. He said, "Hey, Mom, just forget everything. I love you. Can't you get over it?" She's like, "Ah."
Oh, look, the Jesuits have a grip. The Jesuits have a death grip on my mother. They're not letting go. My mother needs a psychological evaluation. Like, literally. I don't know, folks. I don't just want to talk about my wet-back mother. I went back to see my wet-back mother. That's how it was. And, it's crazy because the whole time on the road, I didn't see any red, white, and blue cop lights behind me. And then as soon as I get into this place, the cops are right on our tail. Because my crazy batshit mother, again, is trying to create some rap where she could get me pinched and take away the kid.
I see what happened to you your whole life. Your sister is psychotic, and your
she
mother
wouldn't open the door.
Your mother is.
We got there.
Is a dominatrix.
We got there, and she wouldn't open the door.
27 years
old. What the hell?
She looked like she was wearing a burqa, but instead she just hid behind her veil of a door. Her huge body, silhouette, with her short boy haircut that I just gave Bruce. I mean, probably just too short. And, I felt very insulted because I never met my sister-in-law before, and I was bringing her niece, her psychological sister to her, and she was like, I'm not opening the door. I'm like, don't you want to say hello? And she couldn't even talk to me. And then the mother drives, real slowly and giving us the look of death. And then why am I on her property?
You know what? I am ready to do black Kabbalistic magic on my mother. I mean, seriously, didn't my kid, this is what was mind-boggling to me. My kid told us that she was confused.
Oh, yeah.
She said she was confused.
Possessed.
And if we look up in the Kabbalah what confusion represents, or what it means, it alludes to Satan. It alludes to the snake of confusion. So anyway, my mother's swinging all willy-nilly, calling Jaja a whore, saying, how many men have you slept with before my son? And then Jaja says, look at your ugly house. How many women has your husband banged out since you last left your job or whatever? Where do you know? Where is he?
Yeah.
How do you know where he is? How do you know where his dick is right now?
Yeah, she had the audacity to say something about, that I was not a virgin,
Oh, okay.
I was
she's Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
No, look, let me tell you something. God fucking tested me, and He's testing me right now. Literally, God tested me that I wouldn't freaking punch this woman. Seriously. He was testing me. He's tested me all the fucking time. And I had to hold back, folks, so that I wouldn't throw a fucking haymaker at this batshit crazy old lady. You know, I mean, I literally, I don't know where the hell my co-host just went. I don't know. I accidentally pressed the abort button on it. Like on that Pee Wee Herman bicycle. You know, you push that button and it just knocks him into space. Oh, she's looking for the lighter. Here it is. Here, that's right. We're lighting up in defiance of that monkey, Jeff Sessions, who kind of looks like Dopey from Snow White, doesn't he? Don't light the damn blunt next to my microphone, please. I don't like the sound. I don't. The audience doesn't appreciate extracurricular noise. They want to hear my voice, right? Right. And you can follow me at Twitter at Bruce Montalvo and at Jaja, right? Right. Yeah, she's on Twitter. That's right. But the snake of confusion. You know, my kid's a little lying fork-tongued snake, and she's confused. She really is.
She had nothing to say.
And God was testing me.
She never said please or thank you once. She didn't say, Dad, I love you. Everything you have to ask her. She says okay and good after everything. She ignores everything you say. She looks up, she looks down, she looks to the left, she looks to the right. She never looks in your face. She tells you the same story. So you ask her a question, she'll tell you, and she'll give you 3 different answers. Okay? She's a complete, confused, problem child. And it's just really upsetting. And anyway, we got her a lot of stuff. I mean, one of our huge fans and friends, you know, she got us like this gorgeous bed sheet and a beautiful towel and everything. So we gave it to her, and then gave her some jewelry sets and some magic sets and some magazines, and you know, it was like
but seriously, my mother was giving you. My mother was giving you the evil eye as soon as we showed up to pick up this kid. I mean, she was literally hexing you with her eyes.
And her friend.
And whoever, some fat beaner lady that was there.
She gave me a look like she would kill me.
She was looking at you like she had pistols in her eyes, gunning you down.
I should have made a Hamza. I should have walked with this big fucking Jewish Hamza like on my neck, like a big hip-hop shit, and be like, yo, bitch, try to fucking give me the evil eye. It's coming back to you, and you're gonna fucking cry. You know what I'm saying? Like, just gangster with this shit. You know, big-ass hand. You know, that's what I needed. Right, Bruce?
Yeah, so, absolutely. So, I'm seriously considering doing Kabbalistic magic on this bitch.
Well, at least protect us. At least do some kind of a protection spell.
Yeah. Well, what do you recommend?
Well, I mean, I don't think sage is really where it's going, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think definitely, like, white candles. I mean, it's Shabbos, right? So you should, like...
So should I, like, cut myself and, like, put blood all over them? Or how about, like, nut on a couple of candles?
Do not nut on the candle that you're fighting your mother with.
Because then she'll fall in love with me, right?
She already is in love with you.
Oh, my God.
That's what she's probably jealous of. I'm like, I was going to say, what are you jealous of young Sergio? You know, like, who's loyal, unlike your husband, you know, who's, like, out there popping, like, so many girls.
So, my mother's got, like, reverse Oedipus complex. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I mean, if you thought I was a motherfucker, I mean, it's, like, the reverse.
And his mother, like, she always called him a pedo, like she in the CPS papers where he had the original kid from, where he had this kid from, she was like 2 years different. But like
what?
the girl that you had the baby from, she was like 2 years younger than you, and she was like just 2 years younger, and she was like 16 and 18, so it was like a weird, you know, like discrepancy, you know. But then meanwhile,
shut your mouth. Meanwhile, my fucking grandmother was like 12 years old, being sold off into sex slavery, right?
By a 50-year-old. By a 50-year-old when she was 12.
Oh,
so
God.
she like...
Yeah, so, you know, they're doing what MS-13 does. You know, they're selling little girls, slashing little girls, and now they're manipulating my little girl's mind. So maybe my mother should join MS-13 so Trump could have her deported. Because you know what? She's acting like an animal. Seriously, and that's what Trump called MS-13 today. He said they're a bunch of fucking animals. And you know what? I think they should popularize the term cerote. If you know somebody that's Salvadorian that is probably a member of an MS-13 gang, first make sure that you have a cuete. Right? That means a freaking big bazooka, a nice gun to plow them down with, because they're fucking savages. They're barbarians. But make sure you look at them right in the eyes and you call him a cerote, and you're going to see the fire in their eyes, folks. Oh my God, they hate being called that. Look, it should be popularized. I mean, they use spick, wetback, nigger. I mean, why not use cerote? Because, I mean, we're literally being, like, inundated by these floating turds from El Salvador. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just listen to the Commander-in-Chief, El Gran Trumpo.
We love our police. We love our sheriffs. And we love our ICE officers. And they have been working hard. Thank you. They have been working hard. Together, we're going to restore safety to our streets and peace to our communities. And we're going to destroy the vile criminal cartel MS-13 and many other gangs. But MS-13 is particularly violent. They don't like shooting people because it's too quick. It's too fast. I was reading one of these animals was caught and explaining they like to knife them and cut them and let them die slowly because that way it's more painful and they enjoy watching that much more. These are animals.
Absolutely right. Animals. No, they're cerotes. Get it right. And that's, in Spanish, that means turd. Because that's how they float their way across the Gulf of Mexico to the United States. They just float. Am I being racist, Jaja? Is that where my kid gets it from? I'm not being racist.
No.
I mean, let me tell you why I'm not being racist. Because I don't believe in race. That's for dogs. Okay, you got your Doberman, you got your Shih Tzu, you got your Pekingese, you got your Chihuahua and shit, you got your Chow Chow. That's a race. Right? And I'm not confusing species with race. Oh. No, I'm a human being. Damn it. So really, am I racist for calling the Salvadorian cerotes? I mean, that's what they are. They're turds. They come over here and they're hacking up little girls.
So you're asking me,
and they're taking over Long Island.
You're asking me if you're racist, and you're a Latino. You're calling another Latino kind of nickname. Well, I mean. Well, it's like me calling a Jew a fucking Jew because they're fucking being cheap.
Or it's like niggas calling niggas, what's up, my nigga? Hey, nigga. Hey, yo, nigga. I kill niggas because, they kill each other.
No, but you know what I mean? The word nigger, I mean, you could say, even if you're black, you could say, that nigga just fucking robbed me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say it all loving and fucking a homie-like. That nigga just fucking banged out my sister. I fucking want to kill his ass.
No, I would pay them to bang out my sister because I think my sister's sexually frustrated. Seriously.
I think your mother possesses her so much, and she's just like, we saw her on Flickr with one follower, and she said, I am a shy introvert.
Oh my God, I was expecting her to not even be who she is. I was expecting her to change her name to like Ron and be like, oh yeah, that's why we have to talk to you in like a year because, I went ahead with the surgery. Instead
of coming out and saying, hi, nice to meet you. And I gave her jewelry before. I gave her museum tickets, VIP tickets. I tried to give her, I spoke to her for once, like 40 minutes about the cat and all kinds of health food for the cat. The girl is psychotic. She doesn't want to know anyone. She has so much hate in her heart. She can't know her brother.
Oh, as soon as we pulled up, she was calling the cops. Just a provocateur. But
I'm calling the cops.
Speaking of surgeries here, Trump is preventing dickless pricks from being in the military. How about that? It's about time. I mean, seriously, look, we all know that, mental illness, people with mental illness should not own guns. So, I mean, that's just that. I mean, they shouldn't let people with mental illness have guns, so that's the perfect thing to do. Well, trans freaking blah, 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 whatever you think you are. I mean, I get a headache just thinking of binary, gender, whatever the hell. I'm like,
It's interesting you said that.
What? I'm really glad that Trump is not allowing dickless pricks in the military because, I mean, what the hell?
Yeah,
I
believe,
what the hell?
I agree with you because I believe, first of all, I don't think gay people are sick or have any disturbance. I think they're quite normal for who they are. I think people who are transsexuals have issues and they have mental problems. And even if they do have a sex change, they will then incur more psychological issues. Go look it fucking up.
Obama was trying to sabotage
Yes.
the military by design because a bunch of dickless pricks in the military, I mean, what the hell are they going to defend? Look, Trump is the man, he's the myth, he's the legend. Okay, Trump is acknowledging the Cerote threat, and to, people who have of Mexican descent, we don't get along with the Cerote. So, that's great. I mean, let me tell you something, folks. You go to Los Angeles, you go to Echo Park, you used to be able to find a taco around there. A good one, probably, right? But now it's nothing but fucking pupusas. And let me tell you something else. These cerotes, their pupusas ain't nothing special. You just take a bunch of masa from the Mexicans and some carnitas and roll it together and then, oh, yeah, it's our invention. Yeah, no. The only thing you invent is bloodshed and freaking woe. Because they go in there with machetes and literally hack little girls to death with machetes. That's what MS-13 is known for doing. So, I mean, Trump has the biggest huevos ever for telling it like it is and calling these pieces of trash animals. I mean, literally, they cut little girls, they cut them, they let them bleed and die slowly. So, you know what? Trump seriously, I mean, he's showing that he's going to have a PhD in kicking MS-13's ass.
I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
They took over your old town.
I grew up on Long Island.
They took it over.
Yeah, I never heard of that shit before.
They're killing white girls like you all over the place.
I think Brentwood is by Queens. I'm not really sure right now. I'm not sure if it was like far out in Suffolk or I have to look at it. But
I mean, it's hard enough. People are trying to make their ends meet, and they go out and they're going to get killed by some Salvadorian cerote. I mean, really? I mean, that is what's become following Rothschild's yellow brick road here in America. And I tell you, people like John McCain, that traitor, okay, that songbird, okay, he's like the Wizard of Oz, okay, because he went in there and he cock-blocked the repeal of Obamacare. Okay, so all these Democrats are talking about, it's a great defeat. They're acting like they defeated Trump when it was a Republican that helped defeat the repeal of Obamacare. I mean, it's like I said the other week. It's just one big stinking donkey turd. And Obama just walked away and said, okay, fix it.
Okay, but fixing it really needs a comprehensive plan. And I believe that it's not just one plan. I believe although you need the cessation of the Obama plan, you need a good replacement for a health care. And I think that...
Yes, you think that?
That there should be many different variables of a health care. Such as some, like we have this thing called dentalplans.com here in Arizona because they don't really have, good health, dental insurance. So you could, buy into a certain set fee, and then if you choose certain medical things, and then you just pay half, or whatever the system is set up, whatever increments we set up. Or there's many different other comprehensive plans that you can go back a little bit to where they have Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Well, look, John McCain, literally, insane McCain is an insane traitor. So it doesn't matter what plan we have. They still have the plan to put you in a death panel.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't believe that John McCain is so God-forsaken powerful. The man is on his deathbed. I know he's shown up. I'm in Arizona. I don't approve of anything he's doing. Okay.
No, he's the wizard. He's the Wizard of Oz. He's a freaking traitor. And seriously, this guy, I mean, he reminds me of Emperor Palpatine.
Okay, but
let me finish. He reminds me of Emperor Palpatine. He's coming back. He's scarred. He's deformed, and he's talking about there was an attempt on my life that has left me scarred and deformed. And what does he do? He does the declaration of this new order. I mean, look at him. If you look at him, look at that scar over his freaking eye. I mean, literally, if you watch Star Wars, you'll see it right away that he looks like fucking Palpatine. He came back, and what's he bitching about? I mean, literally, he looks batshit crazy, and he's bitching about trannies. I mean, the guy's on his deathbed, possibly, and he comes back to bitch about trannies. It just shows you that he's got a freaking brain disorder now.
You know what, Bruce? Just leave it. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. That John McCain, even though he was very, very sick, and he still is probably really, really sick, as nurses have called in and said it's not really appropriate for him to be walking around right after 2 minutes after a brain operation.
He looks like the Walking Dead.
But, I think
he looks like Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, but like what I was saying before, is that the Obamacare needs to be replaced by something, and the actual plan is not intact. So you could go ahead and say that he was the final determination. Show me the plan that's comprehensive enough and all-inclusive enough that, it could sustain America and make everybody fucking happy. It couldn't. That's why, no matter who it was, they could rig it any way they fucking want, Bruce, and they were obviously not ready.
Okay,
so
look.
they just used him as a ruse.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey, yeah, of course they use him. Look, they make John McCain dress up as an elephant and go around and pretend to be a Republican while the Democrats continue to have their heads shoved so far up their asses, it's not even funny. I mean, seriously, Trump's biggest enemy is the GOP, the Republicans themselves, because some of them are just fronting. I mean, they work for the other side. I mean, just listen to this. McCain once said that he had no problem with the Democratic Party's beliefs. He said that he was completely happy with their beliefs. I mean, this is a guy that was called a songbird. I mean, he doesn't support the vets. Okay, he'll let them die. If it was up to McCain, he'd let them die. And I'll tell you who he supports, folks. He supports ISIS. He supports Al-Qaeda. Okay, you see him in pictures with fucking Baghdadi, and you see him in pictures with ISIS and Al-Qaeda members in Libya and in Syria. I mean, this guy, literally, he's the fucking dark side, okay? He's that big face and the Wizard of Oz, but he's the Wizard of Ass, okay? Arizona, fucking John McCain. He went in there and he sandbagged the good man, the good President Donald Trump. He did. It's okay because Trump bounced back and he's planning on really hitting the Salvadorians. And I said, good. Well, I'm glad. Okay, I hope they smash their freaking faces in, these Cerotes. Okay, because you have the liberal media like, oh my god. He said they need to smash MS-13 gang members' heads into patrol cars. Oh my god. I mean, really? I hope they smash their freaking whole face in that patrol car. I mean, these guys need to be picked off the streets, jailed, and then deported. Seriously. I mean, I know. I come from California. I see the havoc
New York doesn't really understand that this is like a new phenomenon for them.
Well, they don't want to get to understanding their brutality. I'm telling you.
I mean, they do know about, like, Latin Kings because they were kind of in New York, but, I mean, there wasn't any real gang, like Latin gang, in the New York vicinity since the Latin King, so.
Right. The Latin Kings, well, these guys, I mean, they go in there and, like I said, they bludgeon you, they rape you, they hack you up, they hack up families with machetes.
Just like they do in
and little cleavers,
right? They learn that from your hometown.
In Tamaulipas, it's like Mexican Nazis. They're putting in the drug cartels kidnap people, and they put them in ovens. They put them in ovens. They incinerate them. They kill them.
Yeah, well, that's where your mother's from, and it's pretty telling because this woman is a fucking gangster. I mean, listen, the woman, his mother's brothers are either in jail for robbing, stealing, or money laundering, murdering, they've been or killed, or they're sex deviants. There's something wrong with his mother's family. She tried to get out of it, and she plays very good, cool, but, you know, she went off like a psychopath gangster, and I had to tell her that she looked so fucking ugly, you know, and...
Yeah, those are the zingers I was asking for like 10 minutes ago. I was
but you kept taking the mic, Bruce, you know.
This is called the Bruce Montalvo
Okay,
Show.
so then don't come yelling at me that I didn't tell you.
Okay, you're causing havoc on the airwaves, right, for the Bruceinator. No, really, you see, I'm a chick magnet, folks. I'm a chick magnet. This show's a chick magnet. And, she leaves right when she's supposed to advertise the jewelry. I mean, do you want sales? Do you know that radio is conducive to sale? Does she? Well, you go to @Antique Obsessions, @Conceptual Subculture, click like, and there you'll see a wide array of spectacular jewelry, folks, and that's how you support the show. You go there, you click there. I mean, we're making beautiful, one-of-a-kind, sterling silver, handmade jewelry. I mean, just the best. Beautiful. Again, this show is like a chick magnet, all right, because we got the jewelry for you chicks. So you show up, you look nice, you support the show, you dress nice, and classy. Unlike my demon of a mother, right? I mean, this woman is trying to scratch Janine's face off. Okay, she was trying to like beat her up. I mean, honestly, I had to get in between them because, and I really had I don't hit women, but I mean, my mother's getting uglier. I have a hard time determining whether she is a woman. She looks like a ugly little imp. It's sad. Okay, like, seriously, I hope she gets caught up in all these cerote deporting. And they just throw her in the bus along with all these bastards. And get her out of here. No, but that ride back from Palm Springs to Arizona is one hell of a drive. Okay, and I'm driving by all these rest stops, and I'm thinking, these gay truckers out there, they're probably having like a field day at those rest stops. They're probably out there like, like doing it in the pooper. I mean, it looks grody over there. You don't want to stop at any of those rest stops. You probably get raped, folks. Seriously. So, gay rest stops. That's what there is. So you don't stop at those. And, you drop off the kid and, you're hoping that red, white, and blue police lights don't bother you on the road, but then you drop off the kid and they're waiting at home to arrest you because I have nothing but psychopaths for family members. Isn't it funny, folks? Red, white, and blue lights mean freedom until you get pulled over by a cop. You ever thought of that? I was thinking about that. No, it really does say in my yearbook, if you go back to my yearbook in high school, it really does say under my picture that I want to be the Mexican Rush Limbaugh. It does. So I'm living the dream. Right. So I asked earlier, is there a good Illuminati? And I'm starting to think that maybe there is. Maybe Trump is part of the good Illuminati. But I tell you what, he's got a lot of bad dudes in his administration. Okay, this guy Bannon. Okay, oh yeah, Breitbart. Oh, what are you doing? Well, what are you going to talk about the Breitbart editor? Well, yeah, because if you look up this fucking ugly fuck who he is, this fat bastard Bannon, he says it. He admits it that he's a Leninist, and it makes sense because now, I mean, I'm seeing that Bannon wants to. He wants to tax the rich. What do you say? A 44% tax on the rich. So it corroborates there, folks, that Bannon is a Leninist. But it doesn't end there. I mean, why is Kellyanne Conway still in the picture? I mean, Trump ought to fire Kellyanne Conway. I mean, seriously, I mean, that tacky, seriously, trailer park looking biznatch, just undermining him. You know she's working with, the Jake the Snake Tapwaters. He literally had her in like a half Nelson and made her say uncle, made her say, "Oh, CNN is not fake news." He made her say it. So, you also have Kellyanne Conway's husband dissing Trump's tweets. That's right, her husband ripping into Trump over the travel ban. You see that? So why the hell is she still around? But what really grinds my gears, as Peter Griffin from Family Guy would say, is why is he letting his son-in-law even speak? Right? I mean, he's giving him too much power. Okay, I don't care that he's Jewish. Okay, I'm not like those anti-Semite radio shows. Okay, freaking Sephardic Jew found out that speaks Mexican. So a Mexican Sephardic Jew. You believe that? So I'm not hating on Kushner because of, being Jewish. But this guy is a liberal Democrat, opening his mouth all the time when he's not supposed to, talking about, oh, there is no Russian collusion. People that are guilty of things are the ones that are out there hiring lawyers. They're the ones that lawyer up. They're the ones that got to come out and make a statement. Why even acknowledge something that's fake? Look at this. Kushner is clear. No Russia deal. I did not collude with Russia, nor do I know of anyone else in the campaign. Why is he even talking? Why is he undermining Trump? I mean, they're allowing the liberal Democrat son-in-law to undermine Trump. And then you have McCain looking goofy as ever. A little thumbs up. I'm crazier than ever. I'm batshit crazy. And look at here. They're even complaining about Trump's weight. He's too fat to be president. He eats junk food. I mean, USA Today. It's not USA Today. It's Communist Today. That's what it is. I mean, it's Communist Today. That's what they should call that newspaper. Really dead technology. Newspaper is just dead technology. Okay? But I mean, seriously, Trump also said the Second Amendment is safe with him. And we've seen that it is. Okay? And he's saying it like it is. He's telling it like it is. We're a nation of laws. Obama didn't recognize that. He aided and protected MS-13 from deportation. Okay? I mean, if you take a look at Los Angeles, that place is like literally falling apart. And it's because of gangs like MS-13. Okay, so, I mean, this criminally bankrupt government, these Illuminatist Democrats, I mean, they're the ones that are aiding and protecting MS-13, aiding ISIS, and then Trump comes in and not anymore. Not anymore. He's putting an end to that, folks. Okay? He really is. I mean, Trump wants... He wants America to win. Okay? He's like Joe Torre. He wants America to win like the Yankees used to win during the Yankee years. Okay? I mean, that's what he wants. Meanwhile, we're stuck on this Rothschild yellow brick road that only Hillary seems to know where the gold paved road is because she took over Haiti. And she's got all sorts of child sex rings, human trafficking out of Haiti, and nobody bats an eye, right? Nobody says anything. Nobody cares. They just continue on worshiping this woman. I mean, seriously, Hillary Clinton is such a liar, folks. She's such a liar that the lie detector would seriously commit suicide, after calibrating all her lies. Okay? She was a used car salesman for the Democrat Party, selling lemons. Okay? And now they're scrambling, looking for a leader for all those dumbasses. Because the D is for dumbass. I mean, who are they going to pick? Chuck Schumer? Oh, yeah, he's trying to fill that position of lead dumbass for the dumbass Democrat that are selling nothing but communist lemons. They're not even selling them. They're just stealing them and giving them away because they don't know how to sell anything. They're talking about binary gender. Seriously, I'm like, huh? What? Look, folks. If I had $1 for every gender there is out there, guess how many dollars I would have? Okay? Guess how many? I would have $2. Okay? I would have $2 for every gender that there is. Because that's how many genders there are. There's only 2. So Trump banning transgenders from being in the military, that's great. I mean, what do you want? Like I said, a bunch of dickless pricks defending you? Look, I would seriously buy that for $1.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's right. I would buy that for $1. That's funny. You guys remember that? I'd buy that for $1. That's funny. But, it's awful, folks. The Obamacare repeal failed. And it's all because of John McCain. Insane McCain. I mean, it's literally unbelievable. But what's even more unbelievable is the minute that I step into California, I mean, I just start screaming at these communists. Seriously. I just start, like, going fucking apeshit at these commies. Okay? And I mean, I can't take it. I don't want to be in California anymore. I don't want a vacation there. I don't want anything to do with that state. It literally, I'm just waiting for it to fall into the ocean. Just be done away with. Because I mean, that place is filled with more demons than the demons from the Goetia. Okay, it's like a never-ending cesspit of demons. Okay? It's like worse than than Babylon. Okay? It's just ridiculous. But, yeah, you know, I held back from punching out my batshit crazy mother, but I didn't know if she was going to hold back from punching out Jaja, who seems to have punched out of the talk show. Yes, I'm talking about you. Are you going to come talk too? Oh, she's back now. You see, that's the magic word. You just say Jaja and she comes back. Look, you're only on once a week.
I can't just sit here.
Why don't you make it?
I'm sorry. If you want to talk, then I talk.
Okay, people don't want to hear couples fighting.
I'm not fighting.
They want to hear you fighting my mother. Because that's entertaining. Talk about that. Seriously, how is it that the minute that I go into California, I start screaming, like stark raving mad, screaming at communists? Aren't they a bunch of commies?
They're fucking weird, man. The only accident you almost got into was some drug addict that was like driving.
Meth heads everywhere.
It looked like he didn't know where he was going, and he didn't know that he was pulling out of a road that had to look in front of him. It was so retarded, you know? Like, anyway, then his mother was just out of her mind. Bruce, I mean, I feel bad for you. It's not that I don't want to love her. It's just that I even tried.
It seems that she's like in line with a hierarchy of demons.
Well, we kept saying, you know, what did your grandmother tell you to tell police? Because you're lying. You're telling police all kinds of crazy things. And she said, don't talk. Kept saying, don't talk. Don't talk. But she kept saying, police, my daddy's mean and scary. My daddy's mean. Every time police comes, so 7 months. Why don't you want to talk to your father? My daddy's mean and scary. My daddy's mean. Like they programmed a fucking, like she's a robot. I mean, the guy, Bruce never touched her. I mean, anyway, never even hit her. So she's got no reason. I mean, never, ever even fucking smacked her.
How am I going to be mean and scary when I just spent $800 on a vacation on this little girl? I mean,
psychotic.
The cops were looking at us, and they believed us.
Yeah, the cops believed us, and they even asked us, like, does your mom drink, you know, or on medication? I'm like, well, she probably needs it. She's probably mentally ill.
Look, seriously, I'm going to have to start, like, studying King Solomon because I'm gonna have to go up against like demons. I am going up against demons. My own mother is a demon.
She was short-circuiting for the amount. Like, I would say something to her, and then she'd be, like, smiling, and then she'd jump up and down, like, do this, like, little two-step and shit in these capri pants, and then stick her finger out at me and say something in Spanish. And then she kept saying, I am liberal. I am a liberal. Like, fucking crack. And I was like, man, she was trying to say something about that I wasn't a virgin. And then I said, man, look at you. You're so fucking ugly, you know? Like, it's amazing how you produce such a gorgeous son, you know? And then she started short-circuiting, you know? I mentioned the husband cheating. She started short-circuiting.
No, but really, she acted like an animal.
Started throwing the gifts that we brought Ruby. You know, she came, like, totally like a bitch in heat. I'm like, look at you. You got so much hate in you, you know? Like, lighten the fuck up. And she's so uptight. Like, I think your body never fucks her.
But what tripped me out was that she screamed that she was a liberal to me. She screamed, I'm liberal. I mean, what the hell's that supposed to be? I mean, she was really testing me. I mean, she wanted me to punch her.
I said something like, yo, look at you. Why are you spending all your money on stupid cars? You know, when you could be putting money in the kids' accounts, and so, you know, for the future of her. She says, it's none of your business. I says, yes, my business. Look at your fucking, you don't even put it to your house. You're living in fucking squalor. And, you know, it was like all kinds of weeds and shit in front of the house, and, you know, where plants could be planted, and this thing that Bruce messed up by the garage. He said it was there already for 6 years. They never fixed it. The numbers are not in the house. There's no paint job. It's this file. There's like fungus and mold growing up by the gutters of the roof. I'm like, look at this place. It looks not even friendly. It looks so like the Addams Family, you know? And she goes, oh, what's it to you? What, you live in a palace? You live in a palace? Are you rich? I says, yeah, I'm fucking rich, you bitch. Yeah, compared to you, I'm fucking rich. Oh, you're not. Oh, maybe your family. Like, how the fuck? Sure, she know what I got in my bank account? I got more money. I couldn't believe. I was so humble, you know, like with money. I don't even. It's not. I would never compare what I come from. But in fact, I'm the person that would buy a used car and have money in my pocket and be able to live. Then try to shove it in somebody's face. I think she was horrified that I saw her house. She was embarrassed. That's why she was trying to tell me about her fucking new swanky car that was not swanky. And she was like, oh, are you jealous of my car? Are you jealous? I'm like, oh my God. You don't even know me, bitch. I'm like, that car? I don't even care. Like, please.
Look, seriously, she wants to take us to, like, the depths of hell.
Negative. Just such negativity.
She's a dark, satanic force, and that's who she is. When I saw you guys going toe to toe, literally, I felt like a Pokemon master, and I threw out like, you know, a Pokeball, and you were like the Jewish Pokemon going up against a Catholic Pokemon, and you somehow were shielded with the truth, while she's shielded with nothing but darkness.
It has nothing to do with my religion and hers. She's just a stupid fucking bitch. Okay. And she's dark, and she prays like she's said, Guadalupe, and even
as Freddy Krueger.
Even Clyde Lewis said that she's like possessed, you know. And the first time she was in my house, she was freaking me out, man. She was like standing over me and giving me and offering me used bread to eat, and you know, I just couldn't believe what a real low life she is. And Bruce is not a low life, you know. The woman is not even teaching your kid to say thank you and be gracious. And she started it. I mean, she said, I'm like, I don't want to go to Walmart. We'll go to the house. She goes, what? You didn't invite me to your house. I didn't go to your house. I'm like, what the hell? I said,
yeah, we only had you show up to our house, have a barbecue, and then you had a SWAT team because my daughter wanted to stay with us. Then they manipulated her mind to go back with them. I mean, these are grandparents, folks. Could you imagine if grandparents just went around stealing everybody's children? I mean, it'd be a terrible world. We'd have a bunch of cucks. They're all cuckold. The grandparents give them cookies and
they'd be mad stupid.
Don't make them do anything.
And they'd be dorky as fuck because your grandparents are usually like mad corny, you know?
Right,
I mean, much as you love your grandparents, you don't want them raising you. They don't understand nothing. You know, and especially your mother. She don't even understand you. How the fuck is she going to understand this little kid? This kid is illiterate. She's, I don't mean like totally illiterate, but like barely. I mean, if it wasn't for us, she would be really, really, really bad. And she has nothing. She can't complete a full sentence, is what I mean. She can't comprehend a situation. She is a perfect example of a ship at sea. She was swimming around like a freaking idiot, like in circles in a whirlpool, like just wanted to jump up and down and spit water out.
Well, she is a product. She is a product that fell off her mother's ship, because that's why all ships are female. And I'm the manufacturer, and I'm coming around and I'm calling because, you know, the product didn't make it, you know, 100%. It's like loopy and crazy. And
yeah, it's lost its sea. It's, you know, it caught in a whirlpool.
It absconded, you know, and it's like, you know, out in the freaking, deserted island or something.
It's really weird.
With Gilligan.
I reached out to the producer of that baby.
Her mother, and the mother said to you, I'm doing a labor job. And that's funny because, I mean, mother,
and
labor,
she's got like 8 of the
ship.
kids, by the way. So that is her job, is to give labor.
Again, she breeds like an animal, and which brings me back to the president saying he vows to destroy MS-13, calls members animals. Trump vows to destroy vile MS-13, liberate our towns from gangs' grip. Trump says immigrant. I don't even want to read the immigrant gang. No. Trump says that vile, freaking criminal illegal aliens, that's what they should be called, not immigrant gang members, slice and dice young, beautiful women. He's right. They do. They do it with machetes. And I've seen it. I mean, they leave a freaking bloody mess.
Google what's so funny. You got FBI and UFO. Didn't your mother's lawyer like work for the FBI or something like that?
She sure does. That's why I say it every week on this show that if he tries to fuck with me, I'm going to take him out. No homo. I'm going to take him out and I'm going to fuck him in the middle of the street.
But you know what, Bruce? I really came to a very reasonable solution and a conclusion. I don't think that you should go after your mother's lawyer. It doesn't make sense. You need the nigga to work with you, okay? I've already come up and pissed off a lot of lawyers. I have. I filed bar grievances. I know what it's like to work with lawyers and against them. It's better to work with them than against them. And he's just getting paid with your mother. And you know, he obviously thinks she's out of her fucking mind, because he even said to us that, how do you deal with her? Like, this woman pretends she doesn't understand anything. It doesn't matter if it's even in Spanish. She pretends she doesn't understand. She purposefully gets it wrong. I told the policeman what her MO was. I said, well, that's perfectly her MO. I said, in the court, the judge called her basically a liar to try to say that the house was under restraining order, but it wasn't the house. It was the grandfather, her husband, that we put a restraining order on, both me and Bruce, because his father gave us a death threat, because his mother is a dominatrix. She wants to be a slut. She's ugly, she's old-looking, and there's nothing nice about her, and she's sexually frustrated, and like you said, she probably has a muff that's like 3 inches fucking in fluff.
She has a fucking wolf pussy.
Fluffy muff.
She has a fucking wolf pussy. Hey, did you know, I bet you didn't know, that our initials, B and J, that's like blowjob.
Blowjob. Yeah, I know.
That's right.
Because my
Blowjob.
brother's name is Brian, and my first name and my rap name is the same. Like Jay. So, I know.
Blowjob. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious.
Right.
No, seriously, we're like the female Beavis and Butthead.
A little bit.
We are. If Beavis and Butthead could fuck each other, they would turn into us.
Right, like the marriage version. Like, you'd still be a guy and stuff.
Right, but isn't Trump a change maker? Seriously? I mean, he's a change maker. He's not just talking about change. He's a change maker. I mean, seriously. I mean, and isn't it absurd that, the liberals expect us to bow down and suck Michelle Obama's throbbing cock? I mean, seriously. We're like, I don't think so. Okay? I don't think so. I mean, we're done with that. I mean, Michelle Obama's coming out saying that, the Americans never got over the color of my skin. No, we never got over that freaking python that was tucked between your legs.
Yeah, I never even noticed Michelle's skin. I was glad.
I mean, is that even a woman? That's a dude.
They make black people look bad, you know, and not really like 100%, but like Barack, if he was married to something that was a little bit more appropriate, and if he just didn't get involved with those the Black Lives Matter shit, but Michelle's a mess. I mean, she really could have done a lot more. And
but seriously, I have to say this. Look, seriously, Obama was like the greatest at selling racism and Marxism.
Cool.
I mean, it's incredible. He is the greatest salesman of Marxism and racism and division.
He's all that the black nobility could pull up out of their fucking ass cracks. I mean, I could, like I said, I could name Russell Simmons. At least he has a, beautiful life, a home, and many businesses. He's a successful man. You know, he's into...
What is this, a fucking ad campaign
I'm just saying,
some
some
boule cocksucker?
Okay, but if
just because you had a little art, set up next to his, now I got to hear about it forever on the program?
It's not just that. It's always what he was involved with. It's not just me and I did this one little stupid thing with him. He is already like a... just whatever, like a businessman that's successful. He's got an art gallery. He's got the music label. He was involved with Def Jam. Please, he was involved with many different types of people. And
Russell Simmons should have taken Obama's place because obviously he's got more
creds,
more
business sense.
He's got more creds. Yes.
He's look. We're a company. We're a corporation. That's what America is. Barack Obama never did anything.
He's a bum.
And Russell Simmons had a lot of different jobs. He knows what it's like to be the president or owner of a corporation.
I don't want to talk about fucking Russell Simmons.
No,
that's already too long. I don't have it planned on my script to talk about this prick. How about Trump being the tormentor in chief? The tormentor in chief of these liberal idiots. Right? Like Russell Simmons is probably as much of a liberal idiot as Spike fucking... What's his name? Spike Lee? Yeah, that asshat. Seriously, too much play. Okay, she went on for like 30 seconds about these boule pieces of shit. But she has a point. They do have more creds, more accomplishments than Barack Jackass. Okay? How many accomplishments does he have? Oh, being Frank Marshall Davis's commie agitator son? That's it. That's all. Oh, he just a privileged freaking CIA kid? That's what he was. And look, the Democrats, they want America to burn in the deepest depths of hell. With this debt-free college to illegals. Really? Give me a break. Okay? Having Hillary Clinton as president, might as well call her freaking Hillary Kruger. That's what it would have been. Okay? You would have had Hillary Kruger for president. Okay? And like I said, look, the Democrats, they did not defeat Trump and this Obamacare repeal. There was a so-called Republican, Insane McCain, okay, who did it. And I told you, he likes the Democrat Party values. So why is he still parading around in a giant elephant suit saying that, he's going to have Trump's back? I mean, this guy literally was on his deathbed and he comes back to sandbag Trump and obsess about why aren't trannies being allowed to destroy our military? Because they're going to be too busy freaking dildoing each other to go out and actually do the job and fight. Okay? Not defend your freedom, because if they're defending your freedom, they'd be fighting here at home. So they're going to go out and infiltrate. They don't want trannies to go out and be invaders of other countries. Okay? That's how it is. But seriously, you have a traitorous scum. Okay, that seriously, they need to put tape over John McCain's mouth, because that's what he is. He's traitorous scum. And I'll tell you something else. I'm tired of all these college liberal fascists that won't open the door to their own brother after like 3 years of not seeing him, and when he's bringing the kid back, like my sister. I mean, seriously, a college liberal fascist, okay, who gets triggered by anything. You just got to say Trump and his fucking head explodes. Okay? And what are they trying to do? They're trying to shut down my freedom of speech. They take my guns. Okay? And Trump knows that the mentally ill should not have guns. That's why he said trannies can't join the military now. Get it? Because they're mentally ill. Okay? What don't you fucking understand, people? You have George Soros, okay, who literally overthrew the Ukraine. You got Rothschild working with ISIS, you know, trying to take out the Kurdistans and steal the oil. They're selling it on the black market. I mean, this is just one big freaking Wizard of Oz, with the Rothschilds being behind the real Wizard of Oz. I mean, you said it. McCain's just a doofus, right? I mean, he's on USA Today looking as doofy as ever. So, who's the real Wizard of Oz? I'd say the Rothschilds, George Soros. Yeah. They're the real puppet masters behind these jackasses.
Yeah.
Okay?
I think the Republicans are very smart, and I have faith that they're going to come up with a very serious, comprehensive healthcare plan. You know, where it will be multi-tiered. Many people could come in at different levels. If you're still need welfare, whatever, you get it. But then there's many different different factions, variations of it. It should not be the government comes in and say, "Motherfucker, you better fucking pay this shit, or I'm gonna fucking, you gotta join our fucking healthcare, or we're gonna come get your motherfucking asses." That shit was bogus.
You're right. No, anybody that disagrees with them is a Russian agent. But seriously, anybody that hates Trump, I think they ride the short bus. Don't they? Yeah. They're riding the short bus. You know what that means? They're riding with the not so smart people.
Yeah. Okay,
because they want to make Trump out to be like OJ. Really? Even OJ isn't OJ because I don't even think he killed Megyn Kelly or
how could he kill How could he kill Nicole Brown when she's like Megyn
when
Kelly?
She's Megyn Kelly, right? And here's another thing: Trump just said "pussy," folks. Pussy. You have a song called "Pussy, Pussy, Pussy."
Pussy, pussy, pussy. Yeah.
All he said was "pussy." Bill Clinton went out there and he actually raped pussies. Okay, so who's worse? And now, isn't this absurd? They're obsessing over his weight. I mean, did he look fat to you today in Long Island?
No, he looks handsome.
He looked good in his suit.
It's fine, whatever.
I mean, no homo. He looked cool.
He's obviously in shape because he wouldn't be able to get the fuck around everywhere he goes. He doesn't look like he's like, it doesn't matter. What about Chris Christie? I mean, that guy's really out of shape. Oh my God,
that guy is the fattest freaking fat ass I've ever seen. Seriously, I mean, he's just I've seen fatter fat asses.
Oh yeah, we saw a lot of really fat people in
government. He's the fattest fat ass.
I'm sure there's more. You just don't see them on TV.
Okay, let's have a flat Earth moment now. The other day we were talking about flat Earth, which is every day now, and we were talking about Magellan exploring the Earth, how he navigated the Earth, and the legend has it that he was eaten alive by Portuguese cannibals. I think he was eaten alive for figuring out that the Earth was fucking flat.
Yeah, that sounds more like it. Because I did a report on him when I was in 6th grade, and, that's what we were taught, that he went around the globe. But, in fact, he probably didn't go globular. He probably went, just circular. If you look at the UN, you'll see the
There's no way he went globular, dude.
Not like tubular, right? So, he... if you look at the UN's map, the logo, it is the flat Earth map. So you can actually see how he could have assumed that, or they could have played with the idea of the globe. You should just watch some of those videos how you were deceived and how it's so easy to be deceived by what they wanted to tell you. I'm just trying to understand what purpose they had not to tell you the truth. I mean, I think they want, it's like that song, I blinded you with science. I mean, they give you these fucked up, stupid ass, well-spoken explanations of nothingness, like gravity. So they tell you all these crazy stories, and you're like doomed to believe them. And we were driving through the desert so much, to go to Palm Springs, and so much of it looked like there was once water there, and even to the point where the rocks had like water impressions, like how the water levels would, like, and the plants there growing, like I used to scuba dive, the plants, if you would have just imagined that the land had water there, it would be, you could imagine scuba diving and those plants look like they could have been at the bottom of the ocean. So it's just amazing how our perception of what we know is time and the earth and the stories and the lies, it's obviously, if it was a round earth, it wouldn't have filled up like that. Like, I think the whole world had more water in it. And that's what's going on. I mean, some of the land actually rises with the water, but some of it actually went under.
And we came up with the theory that the Tower of Babel in Babylon was the land used to be higher, so maybe they built it. They said in order to touch the heavens, right, or reach God. Yeah. They built it because it was closer, maybe, to the firmament.
Yeah.
As wild as that sounds, but that's biblical
at the time. Yeah, and then they had the flood and the Noah's Ark. I mean, that really could have happened.
But aren't you tired of all these flat Earth shills? I mean, even some people that expose the flat Earth are shills.
Well, if you're like one of our diehard listeners, you would know that it was me who brought up the dinosaurs never existed. I looked everywhere.
That was like in 2015, like during
2014. Okay,
I don't even remember.
It was 2014 because this is when we first got together and we were talking about, like weird conspiracies, and I was like inventing stuff. I was like, that shit, they had the Jurassic Park. I was like, you know what? I don't even believe they fucking existed, okay? And they're not in the Bible.
1-800 invent a conspiracy. I like that.
Yeah. So I was like, there's not in the Bible. It's not in ancient art books. There's no ancient history. But I mean, what the fuck? And I looked. I was like, I bet I could. I go digging and I could find.
And it's funny. It's funny because we drove past those goofy ass dinosaurs in Palm Springs by Cabazon that were featured on Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Mm-hmm. Right, and we said, that's as real as you're gonna get with the dinosaurs. Just right there. That's the only dinosaurs that probably ever existed, really.
Right? They all look...
Because the rest of them are fake.
Yeah, a T-Rex looks like a fucking turtle and shit mixed with a rat or something, or a cat. Whatever.
No, I would say more of alligator and bird, standing up straight.
And then what about the shape of his
bird feet?
Body looks like a cat that was shaved. Anyway, whatever. They're just weird animal parts put together to create these artists.
It's just a fantasy from some Masonic fucker's mind back in the Victorian days because the word dinosauria was invented in the 1800s.
Yeah, we make jewelry that is from the Victorian era. I repurposed sterling silver and silver plate from the Victorian era. Some of it is actually like over 100 years old, and that's like during the Queen Victorian's era. So there was Edwardian, it was like 1860, and then Victoria was like a little bit after, like the end of the 98, 97, whatever, but it was 1800. And that was like Victorian era, and then we have silver from how the fuck are dinosaurs invented or first heard of or being dug up during only like 150 years ago?
That's right. So we were cavaliers, we were innovators here on the Bruce Montalvo show, and we exposed that dinosaurs are fake on my show.
Yeah.
You and I. And we're also, responsible for, being infamous Nazi doppelgangers and finding all their children. And it was like the whole world, our world turned into like Boys from Brazil.
It's really weird.
We were just finding all these people, and we were like NaziAncestry.com, and we found people on the alt-right, on the left, on all sides. It's just one big Nazi butt-fucking Brady Bunch, and then the liberals took our narrative and
they called all the Republicans,
put it on its head make searching for Nazis like uncool, because if liberals are trying to find out Nazis, that's not cool, right? They're trying to create a smokescreen so you don't investigate Operation Paperclip.
That's okay, because there's a lot of very good people that were fine. They came out.
Oh, but really, we watch Boys from Brazil, and it's so accurate, right? I mean, we became like Lieberman from that movie and Simon Wiesenthal. That's what we do. I mean, forget about Dallas Goldbug. That guy's a shill. No, we'll put together two faces, and we'll tell you that motherfucker's probably related to that guy, right? Oh, that's why he's got that position. Because the Nazis took over America, folks.
I mean, you mentioned...
You start seeing so many of these guys look alike.
You mentioned...
It's like they live.
You mentioned Bella Pelosi tonight, and I said that bitch looks like Nancy Reagan. Nancy Pelosi.
That's one of them.
I mean, they look... Just pull up their pictures. Just go to Google, put up Nancy Pelosi images, put up Nancy Reagan images. You'll see they're the same body type, the same eyes, the similar cheekbones. They look like they could be first cousins, or they definitely look related. You could go deep, and we already know who the Reagans are, and we actually saw him in one of the concentration camps as a German soldier with his wife.
We did.
In uniform.
We have endless suspects as Lebensborn, right? All part of Mengele's plan from Boys from Brazil. Literally, the world is Boys from Brazil, and people don't even know it.
Yeah, and Mengele is in this truth movement, and Mengele's son, I'm sorry.
That's another
doppelganger.
Another one we suspect. We have a probable cause to believe that... this is just
take the most Jew-hating motherfucker, not David Duke, but one of the other motherfuckers that hate Jews, that says Jew, 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 Jew. And you then look at him and look what Ralph Mengele looks like as a little baby.
Well, who's
and
him?
He looks just like
People
him.
don't know who him is.
Look at Ralph Mengele.
Look at Tex Mars. You think that Tex Mars is Ralph Mengele, right? He's probably shitting his fucking pants. I tell you what, look, I added him on Twitter. I talked to him a long time ago. And I think I'm the only talk show host to talk to this guy successfully for 20 minutes without mentioning Jew.
Yeah.
Now, and I don't mean you. I mean Jew. I had him talking about fucking robots. And then after that, I wasn't initiated into the tribe yet. So I let him talk. The dark side is strong with... I'm telling you, you put the pictures next to this Tex Mars and Rolf Mengele, and we're finding these guys hidden in the truth movement, and they quickly shut that down, didn't they?
Yeah. It's okay. Everybody has a right to be who they are, and, it's got nothing to... the only reason why I called Tex out is because he's still perpetrating that rhetoric. And, I opened up this Third Reich book today, and on the toilet, on page 662, it says, "We must eliminate all the Jews because they are the lice, and you must not show pity." I was like,
what you just said is a manism. When a man takes a big book like that, I'm not talking about a thick-ass book like that, into the toilet, he's going to take a shit. Right? So I left it in there.
I thought it was called bibliomancy, when you kind of like spiritually
open
what
up
you
a did, that's bibliomancy, yes. Let's get into my top 10 list here that I hit David Letterman with a bat with and took it from him. Let's see here. Skinny repeal of Obamacare fails. Skinny repeal of Obamacare fails. Obamacare fails because of John Insane McCain. Went in and sandbagged the good President Trump. We have number 9. Bad news if you make $150,000 to $300,000. Higher taxes. Higher taxes. And who's propagating this insanity? This is coming from within. The alternative media. We just tell you that we suspect that our Nazis are everywhere. Even in our alternative media. And Bannon's one of them, folks. He's bad news. I thought this guy was good news because Breitbart is excellent publication, but there's something wrong with this guy. I think this guy is exactly what he said he is, Bannon, and he's a fucking Leninist. And Trump has to watch out, okay, because, you're going to tax the rich? That's not very conservative, okay? If it wasn't for the rich, we wouldn't have jobs trickling down to the dummies that don't want to make their own jobs. Okay? So, it's just unbelievable. This guy's a Leninist, the other guy's a Democrat liberal, the other one's a white trash. I mean, oh my God, Trump. He needs to fire these people like he fired Omarosa. Okay, I remember you're fired. Just fire him, please. Okay, it's number 9. Number 8, senators moved to block Trump from ousting Sessions. So now the Democrats are having a cow over Sessions. I thought they hated Sessions. Okay, Sessions was doing everything the boss wanted him to do except for, really going after Hillary. But, I mean, who are you kidding? Aren't Trump and Hillary like besties? Okay. And number 7, expansion. Amazon's expansion takes toll. They're taking over. They're looking to take out Walmart. Well, Amazon's going to take over everything. Amazon's just going to rule the world. We're going to allow that? Jeff Bezos and the CIA's
I'm not worried about Walmart.
Washington compost are going to turn into Walmart.
Doesn't the military...
How do you like that?
Doesn't the military-industrial complex run Walmart? I mean, they're like big fucking FEMA camps.
They look like big FEMA camps. Number 6, Japan slaps 50% tariff on some U.S. beef. First of all, I wouldn't recommend any Japanese beef nowadays, okay? Oh, yeah, I'm not having the Kobe anymore, right? Let me tell you something. The Japanese, they want to experiment turning turds into steaks. I'm not eating any steak that comes out of Japan. I don't trust it, right? I don't trust it. And we have here number 3, Wall Street braces for end of Snap share lockup. It's for all you insiders out there. Look, I don't know what's going to happen in November. There's big... is Trump going to be able to stop the banks from, failing? He's going to have to bail them out all over again? There's number 6. Number 5, China will take measures to get more foreign investment and boost private investment. Okay, that's inside baseball. Trump, again, just trying to work with those Chinese. Just hope he doesn't try to make China great again. And again, Sessions, going back to Sessions, he's saying he's not going anywhere. But if Trump wants him to yield, I don't know, he's driving now. If he wants him to yield, then he'll gladly go. I think they need to get rid of Dopey from Snow White because I'm tired of him going after my Mary Jane. Okay, seriously. Okay, here we have number 4, killing the border tax solved one problem. It may create several. Border tax. That's right. I was wondering. I bought a Dos Equis cerveza the other day, and I'm wondering, am I helping build the wall? I mean, if I buy any Mexican cervezas, I suggest the deplorables go out there and just get a whole bunch of fucking cerveza to help build that wall. Because, we're going to make Trump look bad. If we don't go out and just buy a whole bunch of piñatas and Mexican cerveza. There's taxes. Those taxes are going to help build that wall. I don't know how it's going to work, but I guess I'm going to go and I'm going to do my part. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of Mexican cerveza and piñatas, and hopefully that builds 1 quart of the wall. What do you say, Jaja? She agrees. She agrees that I should buy the Mexican cervezas to help build the wall. Okay, number 3, BNP shows Europe can still build investment bank champions. Okay, I don't really give a fuck about Europe. Zero Hedge has these insider trading headlines sometimes. Number 2, Swiss banks focus on wealth pays. First of all, if you go back and study your history, there's so much Nazi money buried into Switzerland. It's just unbelievable how much Nazi money there is buried in Switzerland. But, again, number 1 has to be Trump telling the trannies that they can't join the military. That was just fantastic. Seriously, like I said, a bunch of dickless pricks are going to protect us. They're going to be too busy putting on their makeup and butt-fucking each other to even care that we're being, attacked. So that being said, I applaud Trump, and Godspeed, President Trump. Now, our final thoughts here as we wrap up the show.
Well, I think that the trannies, I have no problem with gays in the military. I think it's perfectly normal for people to be gay. I do have a problem with people taking on the military as a project called Project Invade Military, and like exploit the benefits. That's kind of hurtful because how could they be fighting an external
Well,
war?
they're exploiting the American citizens. They want us to pay to cut off their schmendrick.
Yeah, I mean, I know how trannies are. I mean, I used to live in New York and be in the club scene and the art world. Although art world people are much cooler, they're not like trash, but there's like trash trannies, they're really fucking hardcore, okay? Like really fucking hardcore. Like I walked down like back in the day, like 14th Street, and these, one time I was taking a picture of this like tranny's ass. It was like really funny, and I took a picture of it, and I was lucky there was this bat. There was this like bat on a bike, and it was like right next to him, so I was able to like lie and shit. Say, it wasn't. And he came after me saying, "Yo, you taking a picture of me?" He was gonna fucking fight me, and I was like, "Oh hell no!" I was taking a picture of that bike right there, like not you, but.
And you better watch out because even though society says he's a woman, when he beats your ass, that's a man.
Oh, they're fucking men, okay? They wear high heels, great, but they come after you. Like men.
Wear high heels, great. Let me tell you, so that it is just a monstrosity to see trannies.
Look, no, but I'm saying they're walking.
No.
Let me explain myself, Bruce.
Let me tell you, I got a story too about Scoobies and trannies. How many fucking times are you gonna walk away? I'm trying to tell her a story. I have a back and forth here. She's saying trannies know how to wear shoes well. Well, my final thoughts are absolutely not. I mean, I fucking threw up. I was eating believe it or not, it's worse. I mean, eating a hot dog and then watching ugly-ass trannies walk by. I lost my lunch. I saw them. I mean, they had their corn sticking out of their fucking high heels. Okay, so, I don't know, man. I don't know. I applaud President Trump because, I mean, you think they could fight. I mean, yeah, the ones that still have their huevos attached to them. Because they got the testosterone flowing through them and yeah. So anyway, trannies. Who needs them? Not in the military. So that's that. That's like, Trump poking the liberals in the eye. It's like, okay, you didn't let me you didn't let me repeal Obamacare. Okay, I'll poke you right in the eye and take away your trannies from the military. How do you like that? How do you like that? That's right. And this is the show, folks, that has a PhD in ass-kicking because we went to the School of Hard Knocks. This is the Bruce Montalvo Show on every Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And, yeah, trannies. You want to finish your thought about trannies? I think they're vile, and they made me lose my lunch when I was at Scoobies in L.A. I'd just gotten back from protesting CNN, in the streets, and these trannies walked by, and I lost my lunch. This is gross.
Okay, I've been in the club scene, and trannies are fun. Some trannies are just fine. They're just very cool. But a lot of people, there is an element of very vicious trannies is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the average tranny, because there's like, just normal, like, I would say normal trannies, like, not really that mean or just not, they're just a little eccentric, but, and then it's kind of hard to figure out which shade of gray they are, like, are they just a man in drag? Do they still have their penis? Are they getting titties too? I mean, so you don't really know what level of the psychosis it is. But what I'm trying to say is that there are big tough men that are like trannies, and they are not like thin, frail Thai men, okay? They're not like, oh, they still look like women. No, there's a lot of people that like, still, they're big-ass men like you, and they walk in high heels better than me. And I even got into a fight with another one of them, when I was trying to get into a cab, and they fucking pushed me out of the way to get into the cab. You know, like try to fight me for a cab.
You're lucky he didn't DDT you in the middle of the street.
It was freezing that night in New York, but yeah, they could be crazy. I mean, they could be cool too. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm just saying that but you do find an element, and that vicious element joining the military. I could see those guys joining the military just to take advantage and be like, oh, fuck that. We're going to do it. Fuck that. We're going to get our operations on the government. Ha! We love it.
They love it, folks. I love it. No, the puppeteers that want to sabotage the military, I mean, we know who's pulling their strings. You know, the Rothschilds pulling the Soros strings, pulling the Petraeus and the McMaster strings, while John McCain parades around in a fucking elephant suit trying to sell us the fact that he's Mr. Right Wing, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, North Korea wants to launch a ballistic missile that'll obliterate the United States, and they just keep launching ballistic missiles left and right. I mean, where are these missiles going? What are they trying to do? Launch one into space so high up that they'll bust the firmament and inundate the Earth with space water?
Most of those missiles kind of go up and down, or before that they were just doing submarines.
Submarines. So I think they should take McCain, tie him up in a straitjacket, and just like dump him in a submarine, like, you know, as deep as the freaking ocean can go.
No, I think John McCain shouldn't be there. I just think John McCain should be relaxing in Sedona. And if I was, 80 fucking 9 years old like him, I would be like, leave me the fuck alone.
But what's he doing? Criticizing Trump? They're unclear about transgender tweets. No, it wasn't. He announced that there's a ban on transgender individuals being or serving in the military. No, that wasn't unclear. He said it. What was unclear about it, John? No. What's unclear is your fucking brainwaves. Okay, you're like freaking on the way out, bro. I mean, you look like Emperor Palpatine after Mace Windu tried to kill him.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I gave him the remedy, how to save himself. It looks like they gave him an operation, and hopefully they get able to get rid of whatever was affecting him. But it doesn't mean that just because I don't particularly care for his politics, doesn't mean that I want the man to die. So, anyway, he should just relax because he's so fucking old, and he should just buy things on the internet and sit by a pool and hang out and laugh at shit with his cronies, with his military
I tell you what,
friends.
he should just wander out into the Arizona desert and fry his old ass to death.
I think he should become a photographer and take pictures of Sedona. Or a painter. That's a great thing. You should befriend George Bush and get painting lessons and just fucking chill the hell out and paint the beautiful mountains and the scenic area of Sedona. That would be amazing. I would love to see John Insane McCain's painting after a brain operation. Okay, that would look very cool. Why doesn't he just get the fuck out of government?
Very cool. That retard. What kind of art would it be? I mean, him just, a whole bunch of paint buckets everywhere, and him just grabbing whatever paint, throwing it on the walls. Because I don't see him being organized at all.
You don't have to be necessarily organized.
It'd be like some crazy retard art.
No, but even Van Gogh, he, like they say, he cut off his ear, but actually he used to put the brush in his mouth, and they used to put there were chemicals that they mixed with the paints.
Look at John McCain,
right. So he would put the chromium paint, the chrome green and stuff, and it would affect his nervous, and it'd by his ear. He went crazy.
That's why he went crazy and he cut his ear off.
So, but then he was still, the visual effects that he had on the retina was actually weird enough that his paintings were cool looking.
So you're saying John McCain's tripping and he might paint something trippy.
Right.
No, I'm telling you that if he paints anything, it's going to be like some Picasso pro-immigrant, let them all in, let's give Obamacare and free college, debt college free to all these illegals and just
I
let
don't
them
see
right
that.
in. Yeah, I see that.
I see
because
something like
John McCain literally working out here. He's got a record of trying to keep the borders wide open in Arizona, just letting them all in so they can do what? They could turn them into human resources because they make money off all these people because they're just products, right?
I see some Jackson Pollock drip kind of like expressionistic.
You're giving John McCain way too much credit. He's
Right.
insane.
Jackson Pollock sucks. I mean, the only thing was poor paint. You know, it was just like dealing with the gesture of art, you know? Like, I mean, he was great, but he sucked, you know? He wasn't like a realistic painter that was like trying really hard. But I mean, you know, I'm talking about like loosen up, like expressionism, like Manet or Monet, you know, like Renoir, but like later on, like some new, like how George Bush is like the new Egon Schiele, you know? He should like do, or Oscar, whatever the fuck his name is. But anyway, all these art names, but I'm sure it's really boring, so I'm not really trying to get art names with you.
This show is not boring.
It's
I have a
not
PhD
boring.
in kicking ass. Speaking of kicking ass, we're in the final round topics here. Final round topics. They're going to chip us all, Jaja. They said it. 2017, they said everybody's going to get chipped. And they're Pavlovianly conditioning the public to accept the chip. They're starting off small. In Wisconsin, a tech company is set to install microchips in employees. I think I covered this last week, but it's still very big. I mean, everywhere you go, I mean, we went to the police station, there was some lady talking about her microchip and her being stolen. And if you only had a chip, you wouldn't get ripped off by online hackers. I mean, is that it, really? I mean, you don't want to get ripped off for an Xbox online, so you're going to go get yourself chipped?
No, she didn't believe that. She was like, what's the big deal about a chip if they say you're not supposed to get she's not supposed to get stolen? You know, so in fact, she would not support getting a chip inside of you because she would prove it wrong, in fact. But chipping, look, all these companies do that once in a while. They just try it, and then they see how many people go along, and they're just like some Masonic company. But you will never be able to
because
chip
who are
them.
behind the chip? The Masons are behind trying to get your, what is it, your pets chipped? Or even your children?
Kids.
Your children.
Your old people that have Alzheimer's or dementia.
Wow.
They need it.
No, but I'm talking about the kids.
The kids are terrible. Only if your
What the
kid...
fuck's wrong with these guys?
Only if your kid is like...
Fucking pedos?
Like a night somnambulist, like would sleepwalk. Imagine if you had a kid that would sleepwalk, you'd need to chip him.
My grandmother sleepwalks.
And your grandmother.
She's like, I don't know how old she's, like pushing 80.
No, pushing 90.
Right, she lost her fucking mind. And she went out looking for pastor tacos in the middle of the night at like 3 a.m. witching hour.
Those kinds of people.
Who was going to sell her the tacos? Cthulhu?
Yeah, exactly. But those people precisely.
Going to sell her
people
dog
with
shit.
Alzheimer's, dementia.
Right, he was going to sell her dog shit tacos.
Right, sleepwalkers, senility, autistic kids that run away, you know, they don't know who the hell they are or what their name is, you know, what they're, you know, some of them retard, you know, some people you have to chip. Like, I totally kind of agree with that because it's for their safety as well. But just to chip for the sake of chip.
Yeah, you know they're going to get cancer. I mean, any animal that gets the chip,
not any, but
eventually, many of them, they get cancer around the area where they were chipped.
I saw that. I don't know if they perfected it or what they changed it or maybe they got
Well, it's like Goebbels said. He said, you let them control the media, okay, they're going to push out there, they want to get us chipped like a bunch of farm animals, like a bunch of pigs, because that's how the elite look at humanity. Like, we're a bunch of farm animals to be culled, to be raised, and to be just chipped, and then put through the freaking meat grinder.
But in fact, you are a chattel, and you are... Chattel. That too. Cattle and chattel. And you are accountable for because they have your Social Security number on actual physical bills.
That's what it says, livestock. You're livestock. You're a stock.
Yeah.
And you're alive.
Yeah, you're live.
You're a human resource. They own you. The Rothschilds own you. You think you're going to walk down the yellow brick road? No. That yellow brick road is Hillary's. And we're talking about reminding them how we're the originators, the progenitors of exposing Lebensborn Nazis, believe it or not. The doppelgangers. You find any of them, they're probably ours. and not Dallas fucking gold bugs. So I'm talking about the yellow brick road, the golden brick road, and then why is Hillary always being called the wicked witch? Huh? You ever think about that? There's something subliminal about that? Well, Jaja figured it out. Before we go, I want you to touch on that because that's an interesting theory of yours.
Yeah, because I started singing Yellow Brick Road before because I was thinking of Hillary's mine that she got, which is what the original Wizard of Oz was supposed to be about.
That's why Trump's being nice to her. Because she's got gold.
She got a gold mine in Haiti, so
He's not
OZ
stupid.
is Wizard of Oz.
That's why he hasn't prosecuted her
of
yet.
Gold. So, in fact, if you look at her, she looks just like her grandmother, who is Lena Heydrich.
And who is Lena
Heydrich was coming out of Nazi Germany. Not that Heydrich was a killer, like with blood on his hands, but because of their position,
she was the wife of a Nazi.
Yeah, and she looks just like.
And they wear the same witch hat from the Wizard of Oz, so it's like an homage to that Nazi woman.
Well, the Margaret Hamilton who played the Wicked Witch of the West, who really is your mother, is the wicked Witch of the West for real. But Margaret Hamilton wore this black witch hat. But Lena, there was 1 year.
And Margaret Hamilton was in the Wizard of Oz.
She's the Wicked Witch.
That's right.
But it was 1936 was the Wizard of Oz. 1935 was Lena Heydrich. And that's how Hollywood worked. And Hitler was here in the United States in
well, the whole story of the Wizard of Oz is basically like a story of Nazis finding the gold paved road to America.
And they went to the Wizard of Oz with their gold, with the Nazi gold, and they used to say, if I only had a heart, if I only had a brain, if I only had a different name, if I only had this money and a different fucking name, just call me whatever the hell you want, Jane, or,
Well, you saw boys from Brazil, they go out, they whack a couple of people, they death hoax a couple of people, and then here you go. Here's your new identity, bro.
Right.
I mean, Nazis are notorious for death faking and, false papers. I mean, they never lost. You got to get out of your head the hoax history that we beat the Nazis. They beat us in business, and now they're running the whole damn show.
But it doesn't mean that they still are the Jew-hating
That's what I was
monsters.
asking. That's what I was asking earlier in the show. Is there a good Illuminati? Because I see Trump, and I know he's part of this Knights Malta. I've heard it, and I see and I hear what he's doing, and I like what he's doing. I mean, I, for one, being from Southern California, know the brutality of MS-13. And I'm telling you, this is a cancer that needs to be culled from America. They're evil, and look what they're doing. They're even destroying your old hometown. Mm-hmm. It's unbelievable. Well, so whether Trump is related to Nazis, which we suspect he is, it doesn't matter. We're not like these liberals. Nazi. No, he's not acting like a Nazi because he already would have had your ass billy clubbed already.
Most of those people screaming the Nazis, that they also have Nazi relatives.
It's just controlled opposition. That's what it is. People don't realize it. It's all, look, it's a bipartisan big government establishment, and they create their own controlled opposition.
And I've traced the Trump family back to some, but look at his kids. They're Jewish. His daughter's Jewish. She's a converted, but she's still Jewish. So
I still don't approve of Kushner sticking his soup into the cook's kitchen. Okay, too many spoons, sticking a spoon into the soup bowl.
Do you know how many positions? You know how many places Donald needs to be at a certain time? He needs to be in 1 million different places at every single second. Those are just his helpers. They're his spokesperson. He takes dinner.
Well, you want him to have Democratic spokespeople? Because that's who Kushner is. He's a Democrat liberal. And then he had Bannon from Breitbart, who people don't know that he said he's a Leninist. And now he wants to tax the rich, 44%. And then he's wishing John McCain to get well when John McCain said that he agrees totally with the Democratic Party's beliefs. Okay. I mean, what the hell is he doing? He needs better freaking coaches in his corner. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
He's got this Jeff Sessions guy that literally wants to arrest you for smoking a blunt.
Yeah, that guy's got to go. But what I'm talking about is that I don't think that there's a lot of the same, even if the Nazis or the children of the Nazis or children's of the Nazis are running around,
in power. I don't think they all hate Jews. I don't think the same situation is around.
Oh, well, it's different now. That was one part of history. Now we're seeing that Karl Marx's his prediction that the Western world would fight Islam in the last world wars is coming to fruition. We see it. I mean, who are the top boogeymen today? I mean, they really are. I mean, they're barbaric. I mean, and the Nazis were fighting communists as well. I mean, but it just got, I mean, they were communists fighting communists. It was so twisted.
Right.
Really, I mean, it's just so much, deep throat, freaking, death hoax, falsifying papers. I mean, you don't know who's who. You don't know what side they're on. It's just insanity with these Nazis. And they're running the secret space program. I mean, they're in charge of all the military areas around the Arctic. I mean, they got the whole flat Earth on lock.
Yeah, they went to the Nazis. The Nazis went to the Arabs years ago with the Hanzar division, and they were able to infiltrate. And even up till today, they're using Nazi rhetoric. They're teaching Nazi rhetoric to the Arabs. The Arabs are. And
don't tell me the Palestinians are Palestinians. They're fucking stinky Arabs. Okay, they are Arabs, folks. Okay, they came up with that term in Arafat, or in like the 70s or 60s or something. I mean, it's, and another thing, Palestinian, that's Roman. I mean, it goes back to the Roman days. Okay, for the land. They're referring to the land, not these Arabs that are just squatting. Really, right. That's what they're doing. They're squatting.
Speaking of squatting Arabs, I want to bring up, your mother again. Anyway, so
that's an inside joke.
Yeah, but I wanted to
because my mother's Persian.
Yeah,
I think.
Right. She looks Persian as fuck, and she acts like a wild maniac Arab woman. So I want to know if anybody has any magic spells to somehow, get rid of his mother's dark energy. Like protect us, or in combination to just. Put a barrier so whatever she sends to us goes back. I know this fucking woman's a witch.
Calling all witches. We have a witch tryout. A witch tryout here, so you can come in and take out my mother, please.
Well, not really a tryout, but we're looking for recipes, like witch recipes. So if you happen to know of anything, just feel free to tweet us at Jaja on Twitter or the Bruce Montalvo
at Bruce Montalvo, at Jaja on Twitter, or the Bruce Montalvo Show at gmail.com. That's right. Any witches out there that have any spicy recipes on how to get rid of a Mexican witch, hit me up, because her Guadalupe's doing work overtime.
Even Clyde Lewis said that his mother was a witch, and on primetime radio. I mean,
I want to give a shout out to Clyde's producer. I'm reading her book now about the Baphomet and stuff, Tracy Twyman, who's following us on Twitter now.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'd like to interview her. I mean, she gets down. She knows her stuff.
Sure.
I mean, it was from them that I heard the term Mohammed Baphomet.
Oh, wow.
The etymology there. So I mean, these people, they know what they're talking about, and they knew when they were interviewing me that. Just right off the bat, they're like, your daughter's under a dark command.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she is. I literally saw it out of her mouth. I was like, come on, what did your grandma say? Don't tell, don't tell, don't tell, don't talk, don't talk, don't tell. I'm like, what the fuck? That went on for 40 minutes. I was like,
I'm very disappointed.
Wow. And she was so unloving, and I felt really bad because. What 7-year-old girl says, "It is my decision, Daddy, for not to call you. I did not want to call you. I was punishing you." And then she just goes, "Yeah, I want my vacation.
I wanted to fry her like bacon," which reminds me, before we go, the video of the week is a tiger, because it was Tiger Week, drinking a bottle, because, my baby's going to slash us like a tiger. You're drinking a bottle of something, and you don't know what's in the bottle, but the tiger looks, and he drinks, and it tastes like bacon. And he opens up his mind, and he's all cracked out. His eyes are all cracked out because he's drinking bacon out of a bottle. That's right. It was Shark Week. No, they had great memes. They had a shark that cut off Justin Bieber's head. And if only that could happen. If only someone would give John McCain a one-way ticket to Africa so a tiger could cut his head off, just like in this meme where this tiger cut off Justin Bieber's head. Really? This piece of shit. Anyway, folks, John McCain, he didn't die. He's like Night of the Living Dead. You know who did die? George A. Romero from Night of the Living Dead. I have been meaning to talk about that. I am such a fan of his work, and it's, you don't mourn those that turn into the Force, like Yoda said, but it's a little sad, it was, maybe he faked his death, I don't know, so he could get royalties from all his zombie movies.
Yeah.
Right? But who knows? I don't know. I thought he was healthy, but yeah, great film director, Night of the Living Dead, they're kind of cheesy, but the first one was scary. You remember? I always put them on during Halloween. I have like my Halloween, horror movie reel, and I always put on Night of the Living Dead. And the first one's scary. Even I've seen it 1,000 times. It's still creepy. I mean, black and white. They roll into the cemetery. They're coming to get you, Barbara. They're coming for you. Look, there's one of them now. And they're listening to the zombie news, and it's creepy. I play the zombie news sometimes, but yeah, George A. Romero, supposedly he died. We don't know if he faked his death, but yeah, rest in peace. I think who did fake his death was that Linkin Park guy. I mean, really, if I was the lead singer of that band, I'd commit suicide too.
Yeah, he wanted to go move to Bali.
That band fucking sucked. It sucked, Really. So, yeah, final thoughts. Trannies, are not in the military, and they make me puke whenever they walk past me and I'm eating a hot dog. Those are my final thoughts. What are yours?
Your mother.
Your mother. No, your mother is like my mother. I even called her our mother. I need a mother. Calling all mothers. Bruce needs a new mother. You know what was funny? You acted like Alex Jones in front of her house. You're like, this woman steals kids. This woman steals children.
I said, all dogs steals children.
Are you just gonna give out this bitch's name? Come on, man. Okay. She's got no control.
All right, whatever. I got total control, and you should listen to my song "Total Control." You should look up Jaja and Total Control. You'll find a very cool video
on iTunes.
Yeah,
you're all over iTunes. You should have a song called "Train Wreck." We get into it sometimes on the show. That'd be a dope ass song. I can hear it now. Yo, I train wreck. Yo, G, triple G, triple. That's why I don't rap. I'm not a rapper. I just play one on TV. And that being said,
you should go check out our great jewelry.
You didn't advertise yet. Advertise. You got a couple of minutes left.
Bruce and I are really great jewelers, and we make
fabulous,
one-of-a-kind pieces.
Damn right.
We have 2 stores on Etsy, and now I just collated it. I have pretty much one store called Outrageous Jewelry on eBay, and we have 2 stores on Etsy. One is called Antique Obsessions, and the other one is called Conceptual Subculture. They're both connected, so probably if you type in Conceptual Subculture Etsy in Google, it'll come up and you'll be able to find us. So we should be having like a 50% off sale there. I think, yeah, that's what it is. We do have it up now. And you'll find our, we repurpose antiques in one, all kinds of silver plate, sterling. And the other one, we just do all kinds of bezeling and wire wrapping and more like Wiccan, organic, we have orgone energy pieces. Very cool African or tribal or primitive jewelry. It's really interesting. We take we still do some repurposing there. Also, embossing, forging, very interesting. Beaded work. I do pearls, I have rubies, I have emeralds, I have sapphires, I have natural.
So what you're saying is this show's like a chick magnet. You got jewelry for all the chicks.
Yeah. Yep.
And we want to sell it to them.
Yeah.
So you can look hot.
Yeah, people get a lot of interesting compliments because our stuff's like really different. Because it's not like something that's so trendy that everybody's wearing it. It's
not yet.
It's just cool.
You need to advertise more.
Yeah, I mean people do wear it.
That's why we do the
get
show.
A lot of compliments. So. Yeah.
They do wear it. They get a lot of compliments. We recently met with our friend, a good buyer, and a friend in Palm Springs.
She was wearing some
we had some bubbly.
Awesome on her.
We were at the Marriott there, the Marriott. They have the gondolas.
JW Marriott there. Yeah.
It was schnazzy.
Yeah. It was fun, and that was the highlight of the.
Oh, we had the ribs.
Yeah, but that was the highlight.
Rib place.
But the highlight of the trip was really meeting one of our customers. You know, it was so cool. You know, like it was just
showed up wearing our cuff.
Yeah.
A little ghost death that we made out of clay with like a gem on it.
Yeah, it was
a necklace with like a copper,
bail.
A copper bail. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was fun meeting her. She was lovely. The kid was a brat. The mother was hell, and she really is the Wicked Witch of the West. And she does practice black magic. And if anybody wants to submit a spell, we're more than happy to do it. We'll do any fucking spell on this bitch. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to get medieval on her ass. I'm about to get medieval on her ass.
Yeah, and with that being said, watch alone and just pray that police does not have the police called on him again.
Are you kidding me? I had to hold myself back. I was gonna give that hoe a freaking right haymaker from hell. If she touched me, she put hands on me.
I never had so many Spanish dirty words being thrown at me in my life. So.
That's why they need to deport all the putas from El Salvador. See you later, folks. We'll catch you next week. Same Montalvo station, same Montalvo time, same Montalvo dial. See you later.